Every town has hidden treasures, not gold, not jewels, bad people. I started hearing whispers of groups gathering in small corners, creating, sharing, and keeping culture alive. I have to find them, and what I discovered was a heartbeat pulsing beneath the surface, a rhizome. Hello, my name is Joanna Plazas, known as Jo. I was selected as the cultural convener for Slough by Vive Slough, which is a community organization promoting art and culture in the town. The background of the research project for Arts Council England is to discover hidden creativity here in Slough and also to understand how we can help them to thrive. So let's go with me and we will find some creative groups. Behind church halls, pubs, gardens, houses, malls, parks, restaurants, and in community centers, I found people coming together, not just to create, but to connect. These are self-led groups, fueled by passion, and at the heart of it all, community, friendship, and networks that make our town stronger. Let's go to find the creative groups.
So with this group, we are mainly focusing on classical fusion part of it. So being a classical dancer, I would like to, impose the richness of the culture and blend it with modern dances. So where we can still keep the richness of the classical dance and blend with vibrant forms of modern dances like hip hop or jazz or ballet dance and all that stuff.
And as Roja also told, that this is like a happy space. That bit of the vibrant sense as to meeting every week and then doing something, and which also is like finding your flow with the beat, with the dance beats, and that was kind of really fun for us, and that's how this was born.
Being a dance lead, I would say this is a place of joy. And it's a celebration and which lifts up the mood of the people.
I am probably one of the longest running members of the group. I joined initially about, almost 40 years ago. So for me to then make myself be the creative writer that I also want to be, I need the encouragement of the group. We meet weekly and we see what each other are doing and we have competitions and we critique each other's work. That gives me the incentive to keep writing.
We always say about Slough writers, we don't teach people to write, we support writers. Because writing can be a very lonely business. And it's nice you all can come together and meet up once a week.
It helps you because if you're writing, it's a very solitary thing. When you've got some people that do the same thing, you get some feedback. So they will tell you, no, this doesn't work.
My name is Isaac Kimondo. I lead a group called Afro-Caribbean Heritage Society. It's easy to forget where we come from and our culture because we are in a Western world. We want to maintain, even if they don't go back to their original countries where the father and the mother was born, they still have their culture in this Slough.
We started this about 6 months ago, and the main reason were twofold. One is to speak our language. So this is Tamil, Malayalam, so there's two Indian languages which unless you speak, you don't keep in contact with. So language was one, the other one was we enjoy our music as well. It's also about promoting this to the next generation. So if you've seen, nearly half of the participants are students, university students, school students, children as young as 11 or 12 years old.
It's a very good opportunity for my son to connect with all similar people in Slough who talks similar languages.
Improv allows you to sort of free your creative spirit and lets you explore stories and things that you had no idea was in you. The interesting thing about improv is you've got no time to think. Therefore, what comes out of your mouth comes from your subconscious.
You made my day. You made my week. You probably made my year.
It's so nice to have you here. Oh, thank you.
We started over 10 years ago. This month is our 10-year anniversary, and we started up with there were 3 or 4 of us. And over the years, it's just grown and evolved, and as more people have heard about it, they've come along. And people that have come along for the ride have stayed for the ride.
I'm new to this group. I've only been coming this year, and I'm probably the oldest one here. I'm 82. And we've got young ladies with children at school, and none of that matters. Age doesn't come into it. It is the enthusiasm for the crafting.
Every single item that we made is made with so much love. We support so many different charities, people that are in need, and it feels like we're spreading woolly love one stitch at a time.
It's like their passion is alive, but their work is hidden, locked away by lack of visibility. And they have the creativity, they have the drive, but something that they don't have is the infrastructure. So there's where I come in.
The hardest part of sustaining our group is a rehearsal space, or rather the lack of one. So we would love to have a rehearsal space, a place to call our own and rehearse and regularly meet. That would be brilliant.
Being a self-led group, we do face some of the challenges, especially keeping everyone motivation alive. Dance is a place where we need to keep the momentum up and lift the spirits up for all the backgrounds.
I think one of the main barriers is trying to get a regular routine for doing these sort of things. So I think having these sort of venues is really useful, and the support that you've been providing. We'd like to try and scale this up in the future as much as we can.
When we first started off, we started off in Slough Library, and then through changes, prices and things happened. We went from Slough Library, we went to Upton Hospital, we then moved to the Britwell, Burnham sort of area, and was at the Hay Mill. And then it was all things just keep changing and prices go up and things like that. So we've moved around, but we've never tried to go that far from Slough. We've always been an SL code.
We're self-funded and we're all volunteers. So it's, although we want to do so much, sometimes there's only a limited amount of time that we have to be able to do those things within. Because we'd love to do more, but with life and other commitments, work, family around, you know, we aren't able to as much as we could.
If we think about putting all these pieces together, we can think like there is a map of treasures across the Slough. And these groups, they are not just hobbies. They are building networks of care, of cultural preservation, of creative identity, and also expression. This reminds us that our community is alive and is just waiting for an opportunity for support and for being amplified.